What is the world coming to? Car note, mortgage, recession, light bill, water bill, tuition, tithing. Can you afford to tithe and offer? Can you afford not to? Cracking the case of the megachurch. I'm the pastor, so don't get it twisted. David Austin and Anthony Thigpen, they join us here on Garrard McClendon Live. Gentlemen, Angela Mabry says, I'm too scared not to pay my tithes. Won't I be out of God's grace? Uh-oh, David, talk to me.
That's amazing. And it's sad. That's a sad reality that she's been so oppressed in her thinking to believe that, especially about a loving God. I mean, you have to ask yourself some fundamental questions. First of all, the Bible says that the Old Testament was a shadow of things to come. So what does the tithe represent to God?
But let's go on. Let's get to the question, though. Will she be out of grace? She wants her question answered. Evidently, she hasn't been paying tithes and offerings. Is she out of God's grace, David?
The Bible says that we are all saved by grace through faith and not by works. Lest any man should boast. So no, there's nothing that she could do in and of herself to give her grace. And certainly your works are not giving a tithe, are not going to take you out of it. Absolutely not.
That's a great way to answer that question. Let me flip it over to Anthony quickly. Malachi, how is it used to abuse people? Talk to me quickly.
Because we teach people that you're going to be cursed if you don't give. And Jesus came specifically and died for us so that we can be redeemed from the curse of the law. You won't be cursed if you don't give money. Should we give? Yeah, we should give. But not because we're trying to manipulate God out of a house or a car by giving things to him. We've been taught to focus on physical things so much that we're missing a spiritual God. God is a spirit. Notice how Jesus came into the sanctuary and he started turning over tables. And he said, my house shall be called a house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves. And we think it's okay to sell anything in the church, to set up tables, to have markets outside the church in the parking lot. We sell everything in the church and we get people to focus on physical things, but God is a spirit.
Yeah, that's for real. Anthony Thigpen, David Austin, man, you guys are blowing up Garrard McClendon Live tonight. I want you guys to keep the faith, gentlemen. Thanks for being on GML tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I want everyone to keep the faith as always, just as there are good people in so-called forsaken places, there can also be swindlers and money changers in so-called good places. You've been blessed with a mind, so think. Emotion should never shut off your ability to think, read, and understand. That's Garrard McClendon Live for tonight. You know how I always say it. I want you to keep your head up and always be encouraged.